The two most important tips that I would like to mention at this point of time are that first thing, till class 10th, we used to study a night before the examinations. Now that philosophy does not work in class 11th, because if I look at the volume of content that is there, your one chapter would be equivalent to one book of science now. So the most important thing here is that when you've studied the derivations and questions in an institute, in a coaching institute, it is extremely important that you go home and rewrite it in a separate notebook within a day or two. Because actually, even if we are attentive for 2 hours in a class, we are able to assimilate close to 60-70% of the things. Though in the group we feel that we have understood everything, but other students and teachers have put in effort to solve questions which we are not able to understand at that point of time. So writing again helps a lot, and please remember, I'm not talking about reading. You have to write everything, because physics, chemistry, maths, everything is math for you now. You have to write. So that's the most important thing. Otherwise, you will not be able to remember or retain it for long. And most of the chapters are interlinked. So when you're doing, let's say, rotational mechanics and you need Newton's laws there, if you have not done Newton's laws properly, you will not be able to recall the things. Next important tip is, mostly students feel that if they're going to a coaching institution, that suffices their need and they do not study too much at home. And at a lot of instances, students and parents keep asking, how many hours should I study? Or parents would ask, how many hours should my child sit at home and study? Now, ideally, I would suggest that the ratio of your coaching to self-study time has to be 1:3. But since we cannot reach that level within a day or two, it will take us 4 to 5 months to reach that level. But we should initially start with a 1:1 ratio for a month and a half or so, then move to 1:2 ratio, and by the time 6 months are over, we should be at a ratio of 1:3. So if you're devoting 10 hours in a coaching institute in a week, you need to study 30 hours at home. And when I say study, I mean writing.